Hi there, my name is Steve Gearhart, and this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for stopping by this week. I hope you like this week's video. If you are a foodie, you might like this week's video. If you like Japanese cuisine, you might be really enjoying this video. It's about that wonderful food served in a particular cart. You know the cart they push and pull it on. It looks like a little shed on wheels, and they serve udon and ramen at it late at night. Those are called Yatais, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's start talking about it. So Yatais, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly because my Japanese is very, 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 very poor. Yatais are pretty iconic. I mean, I can give you a rough description. It's basically a cart that has heat that can cook and boil water and cook the ramen and udon noodles, and it has like a little shed kind of thing going on top of it, and it has actually little like drawers on the side where they keep the udon and ramen noodles, the freshly made ones, inside there. And they have a little area where they can cut up the food. They can cut up the pork cutlets or maybe the shallots or fish cake. Sometimes they serve fish cake with that, little slices of that. And they throw in garlic and a whole bunch of different spices, and there's soy sauce in there, and there's egg in there, hard-boiled egg. They'll cut up a hard-boiled egg and put that in there, and it just looks so good. And these things show up at night, just at sunset, just as the salarymen are coming out of work, and they want something to eat on their way home, and here's something nice, cheap, and easy. Or if they're going out at night and they're hitting the bars and they're drunk as heck and they're coming back and they're really hungry because honestly, ramen really is kind of good drunk food. Personal experience. Anyway, so you get the idea. It's pretty iconic, right? We see it in manga, we see it in anime, we even see it in like the live action TV shows, Japanese TV shows and movies. And these carts are called Yatai. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And they're so iconic. You figure you come off the plane and into Tokyo or something, and you'll probably see them everywhere, right? Wrong. That's right. Wrong. They are actually dwindling in number. There are not thousands of them in the nation. There are hundreds of them in the nation. And in some places, they don't even exist at all. So let's talk a little bit about the history of the Yatais. The first appearance that we know about them comes during the Tokugawa period, kind of like the early to mid 1600s. And really what they were farmers that put together like a cart. They had their goods on it, their produce or whatever, and they made these simple dishes, ramen, udon, just really simple stuff that they can make right then and there. And what they'll do is they'll park the cart outside of a Buddhist or a Shinto shrine, so that when government officials or local lords and ladies come on by and they pay their respects to the temple or to the shrine or whatever, there they are, and that's quick, easy food to eat right there or take on the go. So it's really cheap and easy, and it's another way to make income. So that's kind of how it started. Then as the cities in Japan grew, so did the number of Yatai carts. There again, it's an easy thing. It's a cheap thing. It's a menu of 1 or 2 items. So it's very, very, very easy to do, very easy way to make a little bit of additional income. So as the cities were growing, so did the number of Yatais. So over the years, particularly in the Meiji period, you got to see a lot of these going around. And part of that was just because Japan started opening up, so you have tourism, actual tourism coming in, or foreign dignitaries. So there was a lot of income to be had. So then, as things go, the Yatais exist and they're going on, and then in 1964, Japan got the Olympics, Summer Olympics, and the Japanese kind of took a look at these stalls and said, we don't want to food poison all these people that are coming to Japan. We want to show Japan as this wonderful, clean nation, and we don't think these things are clean. So they started cracking down on the Yatais and put on very onerous restrictions, fees, regulations, that kind of thing. So it was actually very hard to open up new Yatai stalls. So as time goes on, those restrictions get even more worse. So the number of Yatais dwindle to the point where in some prefectures, you can only have a Yatai if it's handed down to you. In other words, your grandfather has to have passed it down to his father, and your father has to pass it down to you. And if you die and there's nobody left in the lineage to take up the stall, that's it, it's done. Now, as the economic stagnation in starting around 2018, 2017, going into 2019, pre-COVID, people started going, local governments started going, maybe we should ease up on this a little bit and let the Yaitais come back a little bit as a way for people to make additional income. So you're starting to see a little bit of a resurgence. Now, COVID, Japan, like everybody else, got hit with COVID, lockdowns, the whole 9 yards. So now that things are open back up again, there's a resurgence in these Yatai stalls. And the reason why we know this is because there's so many videos of them out there, and you're seeing so many more people just putting together a cart. We don't know if they're regulated or not, and just going out and making additional money. And the Japanese government seems to be, for the time being, we're going to just let this happen because we need to get the economy going. So hopefully, instead of being a few hundred Yaitais in the nation of Japan, we'll go back to thousands and thousands of Yaitais in the nation of Japan. So wouldn't that be cool? So when you go there to visit, it'll be easier for you to get these wonderful ramen dishes. Because let me tell you, these videos, I'm going to put the links to a few of them down below. Please watch them. You're going to be pawing at the screen going, can I have some, please? Please, please, it looks so good. It really does look good. So anyway, so there's a little brief history of Yatai. Again, if you like ramen noodles, if you like udon noodles and gyoza, this was something that went back to about the 1600s that they started doing, and hopefully we'll see a lot more. Personally, I would love to see those kind of things happen here in America. Now you might go, well, yeah, there's hot dog stands and things like that. I said, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I want Yaitais. I want ramen. I want udon. I want to be able to go to downtown Baltimore and have some dude going, hey, you want some ramen for $5? Yeah. So anyway, I can hope, right? So, but in the more realistic hope is that the Yatai culture will come back in Japan, and that tradition will keep on going. So please check out the videos down below. Take a look at these and give them some views, because some of these channels are actually making these videos as a way to promote the culture. So give them some likes, give them some subscribes, all that good stuff. All right. Now, speaking of food, I think I owe you guys some digital sushi. So due to OnCon 4, I kind of met a subscriber goal. So as a reward for that subscriber goal, I am going to make you guys free digital sushi. Now, that'll probably happen after I do the Where to Eat for Otaku videos in July. So probably beginning mid-August, I think I'll probably make that digital sushi for you guys. Now, here's the thing, real quick. I'm planning to make 3 types of things. So I'm going to make 2 sushi rolls and 1 nigiri. The nigiri roll is going to be unagi, because it's the Unagi Observer, and I like unagi. Unagi's good. It's a pretty easy thing to do, so why not? Now, for the rolls, I want to do a vegetable roll, and I'd like to do another type of roll. And you guys, give me some ideas out there. Do you want to see me make a salmon roll, a California roll, a tuna roll? For the vegetables, do you want me to make a guac roll, a oshinka roll? That's one of my favorites. I love pickled radish. And maybe I'll make some crab meat roll. Ooh. And if I do that, I am from Maryland, so I am obligated to put Old Bay on it, because here in Maryland we put Old Bay on everything. So just to warn you, if you guys want me to do crab meat, that's going on there. So give me an idea of what you guys would like to see for your free digital sushi, and that's what I will make. And so let's go on to the last part of the video, which is about my OnCon 4 swag. So OnCon 4 is short for Online Convention 4, the 4th one. And we've been doing these since about March of 2020, when everyone started shutting down because of COVID and people couldn't go to conventions. And we thought, well, I didn't think, Brent P. Newhall and his folks at Anime Archaeology, back then called Geek Archaeology, now Anime Archaeology, decided to put on an online convention, and it was very successful. And we've done 3 more since then. I say we now because me and other people have pitched in and kind of helped Brian out a little bit from time to time on this stuff. And it's a really fun online convention. It's very simple. It's free. Who doesn't like free? And it's just a fun thing to do. And one of the things that we do is we do an auction. And that auction, Brent auctions off stuff, and the money goes towards a charity. This time around, it was for the Dormitory Project, which was for up-and-coming manga and anime artists, kind of help them get them on their feet, a place to live for a little while, so that they're not totally living on the street as they're making their mangas and anime. So they do very well. One of the big ticket items is cookies, of course, but there's also other stuff that gets auctioned off, and again, the money goes to charity. And so here's the swag that I got from the OnCon 4 charity auction. Be jealous. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it for this week. We're wrapping it up, and just remember, we're almost around the corner of COVID. But if you haven't got your vaccinations, get your vaccinations. Remember to stay 6 feet apart, and depending upon where you live, whatever the government says, if they tell you to keep wearing the mask, keep wearing the masks, and keep on going on until it is done. Because I would love to see you all in person one day. Wouldn't that be great? That would be so much fun. Anyway, so next week we actually are doing the weekly dig, and we're going to be talking about lanes, serial experiment lanes. So check out the link down below, and it's going to be a fun time. So again, be safe, social distance, wear a mask if you have to. Love you guys, and I will see you next time.